bright future. Every student matters.
The comprehension check. The first question is, the music master is making lovely music. Read aloud the sentence in the text that expresses this idea. So we have to find the lines, the sentences that gives the idea where the music master is making lovely music. Those lines where we had read about the rail, the train, the wheezing sound, of the wheels, in sync. So we have to find out those lines. I'll give the answer to you. The answer would be the music master's notes seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. So these are the lines where the music master's lovely music is being compared to. The lines are, the music master's notes seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. Coming to the next question. Had the beggar come to Rukumani's house for the first time? Give reasons for your answer. What do you think? Had the beggar come for the first time, or was he coming from a long time? He was coming from a week. So let's give the reasons and write the answer. Answer number 2. No, he had been there many a time before. No, he had been there many a time before. Mother was heard telling Ravi to send the beggar away as he had been coming every day for the past week. Okay, so the answer would be no. He had been there many a time before. Mother was heard telling Ravi to send the beggar away as he had been coming every day for the past week. Okay? So this is answer number 2. Third, a sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. What does it suggest to you about Rukumani's mood? We had read that after when she understood that these kids have done something, when they were quietly sitting under the tree and they were all looking for or asking for the chappals of the music master, where have they vanished? A V-shaped, a frown had come on Rukumani's face. What was the expression? What do you think was her mood? The answer would be Rukumani was very angry at the loss of music master's Chappals. She could make out that the children had played a trick on her. Okay, so the mood was that she was angry and she understood that the kids have done something. Let's read the answer once. Rukumani was very angry at the loss of music master's chappals. She could make out that the children had played a trick on her. So this is answer number 3. Coming to the next exercise, this is working with the text. Complete the following sentences. We have to complete the following sentences. The first one is, Ravi compares Lali's playing the violin to. What does Ravi compares when the Lali is playing the violin? To what? The answer would be, Ravi compares Lali's playing the violin to the derailing of a train going completely off track. Remember when they were all peeping inside the window and seeing what was happening? The music master was teaching Lali how to play the violin. So Ravi compared how music master played and how Lali played. So this was the comparison. So question number 2. Trying to hide beneath the tray of chilies, Mahendran dash. So what happened? When Mahendran was trying to hide beneath the tray which was full with chilies, what happened to Mahendran? Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. Remember, when Mahendran was trying to hide, he tipped the whole tray of chilies and the chilies fell over him, right? So Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. The teacher played a few notes on his violin and Lali what? Stumbled. The answer would be stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hands. Okay, this we must remember. The teacher, when playing the notes, what happened with Lali? She stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hands. Coming to the next question. The beggar said that the kind ladies of the household dash. What had the beggar told Ravi or the kids? Apparently, the beggar said that the kind ladies of the household had fed his body and soul together on for a whole week, and he could not believe that they would turn him away. So what had the beggar said? Beggar said, the kind ladies of the household had fed his body and soul together on for a whole week, and he could not believe that they would turn him away. Coming to the next question. After the lesson was over, the music teacher asked Lali if dash. What had the music teacher told Lali? He asked Lali if she had seen his chappals. Right? He asked Lali, if you have seen my chappal. So this is the answer, if she had seen his chappals. Coming to the question number 2. Describe the music teacher as seen from the window. How do you think music teacher looked? What was the personality look like? He was a thin and lean man. He was mostly bald. He had hair in a very old-fashioned way, tied up in a little ponytail, and the hair were oiled, and here they were coming here near his ear. He was wearing a ring. What else? He was wearing a watch. So let us see how do we describe the music teacher. Let's write the answer. The music master. Before I finish this answer, you can write the answer in your own words. I am just giving you an idea how to write the answer. You of course can write in the way you want. The music master had a bald head with a fringe of oiled black hair falling around his ears. He appeared to be a skeleton-like figure. A gold chain shone on his fluffy neck, and a diamond ring gleamed on his finger. He was beating his big toe on the floor frequently as the music went on. This would be the answer. How do we describe the old man, the music master? The answer would be, the music master had a bald head with a fringe of oiled black hair falling around his ears. He appeared to be a skeleton-like figure. He was very thin. A gold chain shone on his fluffy neck, and a diamond ring gleamed on his finger. He was beating his big toe on the floor frequently as the music went on. We have read all this about the music master. Coming to question number 3. What makes Mridu conclude that the beggar has no money to buy chappals? Why did Mridu think that the beggar had no money to buy the chappals? This is the first part. Because the beggar was saying, let me rest under the tree because the road is very hot, the tar has melted, and then the beggar showed them his sole of his feet, which had so many, peeling blisters, pink colored peeling blisters, which were probably painful. So that is how Mridu concluded. So let us frame the answer. The answer would be, Mridu concluded that the beggar had no money to buy chappals as he was walking barefooted in the scorching sun. There were blisters all over his feet. Okay, the answer would be, Mridu concluded that the beggar had no money to buy chappals as he was walking barefooted in the scorching sun. There were blisters all over his feet. Scorching sun means very, very hot. The heat is very, very, it's too hot. It's extremely hot. That's scorching sun. A kind of heat which can burn you. Answer number 2 of the third question, part 2. What does she suggest to show her concern? What did Nidu suggest? How can we help the beggar? Let's frame quickly. She suggests that old chappals lying in the veranda could be given to the beggar. So the answer is she suggests that old chappals lying in the veranda could be given to the beggar. Before we move further, I forgot to ask you people, do you know the meaning of veranda? Veranda is basically an open front yard or backyard, you can say. It's an open area where you can play. Open area just outside your house, but in the boundary of the house. It's not, it's not outside. It is gated inside the house, but it's an open area. That's a veranda. Next question. Have you children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly, seen anyone lurking around the veranda. Remember when they were looking for the chappals of music master? Amma Rukumani, she asked the children this statement, have you children? And then she began very slowly because they were sitting very quietly and they had a curious look on their faces. So let's see what the question is. What do you think Rukumani really wanted to ask? What do you think Rukumani wanted to ask? Rukumani wanted to actually ask if they have, done something with the chappal. The answer to this question is Rukumani wanted to ask the children whether they had hidden the chappals anywhere. Second part, the answer to the first part is Rukumani wanted to ask the children whether they had hidden the chappals anywhere. Second part, why did she change her question? Why did she change the question? Because she saw that kind of look on the kid's face. Let's frame the answer. When she saw the kids extremely quiet, she changed her question. When she saw the kids extremely quiet, she changed the question. Third part, what did she think had happened? What did she think had happened? She thought probably somebody would have, just stolen it. So many vendors come to that particular place, so somebody would have just picked it up. Let's frame the answer quickly. The answer would be, she thought that something extreme had happened in the house regarding the chappals. Maybe someone had just picked them up. She thought that something extreme had happened in the house regarding the chappals. Maybe someone had just picked them up. Okay? So, this is answer number 4. Coming to the next question. On getting Gopu Mama's chappals, the music teacher tried not to look too happy. Why? Why did the music teacher pretend he was not very happy on getting Gopu Mama's chappals? Because he had already boasted that my chappals were brand new and I had gone so far to just buy these chappals, and they were so expensive that it was worth rupees, the whole month's salary. So when he got almost brand new chappals, he had to show that he is not very happy. Let's frame the answer. The music master wanted to show that he was angry on the loss of his so-called brand new and expensive chappals. Moreover, he was not happy on the behavior of the naughty kids playing in the shade in the garden. So the answer is, the answer would be, the music master wanted to show that he was angry on the loss of his so-called brand new and expensive chappals. Moreover, he was not happy on the behavior of the naughty kids playing in the shade in the garden. That is why he was, trying to look not happy. Question 6. On getting a gift of chappals, the beggar vanished in a minute. Why was he in such a hurry to leave? The answer would be, he did so as he did not want any of the elder members to come and know about it. He must have feared if anyone came, they would take the chappals back from him. Okay? On getting the gift of chappals, the beggar vanished. Why? He did so as he did not want any of the elder members to come and know about it. He must have feared if anyone came, they would take the chappals back from him. Answer number 7. Walking towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, Rukkumani began to laugh. What made her laugh? Remember when at the end of the story, when Rukkumani was walking towards the kitchen with these two girls, she was laughing. Why? Because that thought crossed her mind that when Gopu Mamas will come home, he would be in a hurry to, remove his socks and shoes and to get into the chappals, and he wouldn't find the chappals. So how would he react? That is the reason she laughed. Let's quickly write the answer. She thought that how her brother would react on knowing that she had given his chappals to the music master. She thought that how her brother would react on knowing that she had given his chappals to the music master. So this ends the question answers.